on Fox 11. And welcome back to our pregame show, everybody. Kyle Kraska with you, and I'm joined now live by Barry Barger. He is here to talk odds on tonight's game. He's a gambling analyst from BetUS. Barry, good to see you. How you doing?
Great to see you guys. I'm doing great, man. What, Thursday night we're getting this? I mean, what a bonus.
Yeah,
Best
right.
game of the week.
What a great start to week 2 of the NFL season. I like your setup here. Are you in a gaming chair, or do you have a whole console there? Is this your home office? What do we got going on there?
I spend a lot of time on the computer with all my screens, so, I had to get something that's got a back thing and a head thing. It's easier on my back and my neck and my head.
Very nice, very nice. Well, Barry, let's get right into this game tonight. And I want to start by showing people exactly what the odds are on this game. And I mentioned before the break that the Chiefs are favorites. They are favored by 4 points in this game. That's minus 210, which means you'd have to bet $210 on a money line to get a $100 return. Meanwhile, Chargers plus 4 in this game, and the over-under is 54. That means the combined points scored in this game between the Chargers and the Chiefs, 54. You can bet it would be either under that 54 or over that 54. So I want to ask you right out of the gate here, who do you like in this game with the point spread?
Well, this went up from 3.5 to 4. And I was leaning Chargers at that point, and I'm definitely leaning there now because I've got these two, and I've got them 1 and 3 in my power rankings, and I got the Chiefs 1. And the Chargers, once they did everything with their defense, how can they not be a contender for the Super Bowl this year? And if you're going to get 4 points, you're getting, you're going over the 1, the 3, and the 4 numbers, which are huge. That's great. The total actually went down to 53, so we actually must have had a lot of money come in on the under, which is fine with me because over 53 is easier than over 54, and that's where I'm going.
You're going over 54. I mentioned the conditions, and I imagine that's a big part of what you do. It's going to be a beautiful night in Kansas City. Temperatures probably somewhere in the upper 70s. It's over 80 degrees there right now, but conditions not going to be a factor, so you'd kind of have to expect, maybe even without Keenan Allen, that the football is going to be flying all over the field, yeah?
Oh, you bet, because without Keenan Allen, you got Josh Palmer, you got DeAndre Carter, and those are 2 guys that are going to make up for a lot of what's missing there. And Keenan Allen's a big loss, obviously. But Chargers have so many weapons. And Herbert, he's got the talent of Mahomes. Look what Mahomes did last week after everybody saying Tyreek's gone and everything. He proved the haters wrong. Justin Herbert and Mahomes. Look at the quarterbacks in the AFC West. That's the strongest division now in the NFL. And this is great to have a Thursday night game like this. It's kind of crazy.
I can't wait for it right here on Fox coming up in about an hour. Why don't we share with folks at home now some of the prop bets that are available on this game tonight. And here are a few of them, just to give you some examples. Justin Herbert passing total yards over under 282.5. So no tie there. Total completions over under 25.5. Longest completion on the night over under 38.5. And total touchdown passes over under 1.5. And listen, I'm not an expert here, Barry, but that seems kind of low to me. Justin Herbert just 1.5. You tell me what one of these stands out to you.
That's what I was going to say. The only reason I think it's possible he doesn't get that is I think Austin Eckler is going to have a really big night. I think he's going to show everybody, along with a lot of the players that, just didn't, like Mike Williams. He's going to have a huge night too. And last week was just, it was an anomaly. And so with Eckler, if they do a little bit of rushing and he's running it in and getting short passes, it's possible he doesn't get over 1.5, but that seems like really a good bet. I mean, 2 touchdown passes? Come on, right? That's got to be pretty easy.
You would
even
think,
by any analyst.
Especially if they get involved in a shootout, right? If this is a back-and-forth affair in which they have to put up a lot of points, and especially if the Chargers find themselves behind in the second half, you've got to expect that Justin Herbert's going to be airing out the football quite a bit. All right, some more prop bets to share with our audience at home. Juju Smith-Schuster, over-under 53.5 receiving yards. Austin Eckler, over-under 37.5 receiving yards. and Austin Eckler over under 53.5 rushing yards. Which one of these do you like, Barry?
I like the 2 Eckler overs. Juju, I'm not so sure of. Mahomes has been spreading it out quite a bit. I think he had 9 different pass catchers last week. And with Eckler, like I said, I really expect a big game out of him. And I even saw on there, if you wanted to bet him over 69.5 rushing yards, which I was looking at, it's plus 180, which means you're almost getting 2 to 1 on your money. And that's a play I like. I mean, because it's almost 2 to 1, and I think Eckler has a huge night.
Okay, Barry Barger from BetUS. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy Thursday Night Football, Barry. It's been a pleasure to have you here on the show.
Thank you. I wish I was out there at the game. Enjoy, guys.
I'm sure it's going to be one wild, wild scene tonight. All right, we're going to take a quick time out, but when we come back, we are talking Rams as they get ready to take on the Atlanta Falcons. That's coming up on Sunday. We've got a live report from Rams camp. That's coming up next.
L.A. County Sheriff and Mayor of L.A. 2 important elections, 2 must-see debates on Fox 11.